Hey everybody, welcome. It's Dr. John, and I'm here with a series of short videos that are going to help you put together your Cornell Box project. I posted a list of the supplies you'll need online, but I'm going to just visually go through some of them here for stages 1 and 2. Down here on the table is the stuff I'm going to need for the first part of the Cornell Box. Cardboard box, some tape, sturdy scissors, something to mark with, something to measure with. When we get to the next stages, then we're going to use some of the stuff that's over here, and I want you to think creatively about stuff you might have at home, like Q-tips, aluminum foil that can become set or prop pieces, lights you may have around the house, craft supplies, stuff like that. I actually bought some of my craft supplies and my tape at a local hardware store, and I understand the dollar store is still open too. So if someone's making a shopping venture, a few of those things can be got for not a lot of money. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go through the basic creating the Cornell Box. The Cornell Box is named because of Joseph Cornell, who's an artist who worked in a form called assemblage. Think collage, assembling things, putting things together. He made a series of shadow boxes, some dedicated to famous people in the 20th century, some of which he dedicated to. So quite often you'll see Cornell Box online as a sort of shadow box project. Cornell Box is also used for digital work in terms of lighting and media and shapes, and it's used for lighting classes and design classes, and that's how we're going to use it today. Normally in class we'd have you build a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch scale model with foam core. Well, we're not in school, so we're going to make do with stuff we have around the house. I'm assuming some of you are getting stuff shipped to your house like we are, so a variety of different boxes will serve for us. We want something that's not too small, so shoebox or bigger. This one is a pretty nice shape, okay sturdy. This one might be a little shallow for what I need, but I could always tape edges together to create a better box. Okay, so the first thing I have to do when I'm working on my Cornell Box, besides not knocking everything over, is design it. What is the inside of this box going to look like? What kind of interior do I want to make it? Is it a set? Or maybe I'm creating an exterior space. Maybe the inside of this box is supposed to be outside somewhere. You can think literal, a play, a movie. You can be fantastic in what you create. We're not worried about that. Our objective is to design an interior or a box that has a series of openings that we can show light through. One opening we already have, the front. So we want to think about creating 2 or 3 other ones that we can use later on with lighting effects once we've actually created and designed the interior. Okay, so I'm going to mark a little bit on this box, and then I have another box that I've done some work on that I'll bring up and show you in a second. If I was going to use this box as my theater or my set, what I would probably want to do is open up the front a little bit so I can get a little bit more light in here. So this gives me this piece of cardboard I can do one of 2 things with. I can fold it up and make something cool at the top. I can fold it in to make this box more secure and sturdy, or I can simply cut it off and then I have an extra piece of cardboard to make things out of. So let's go ahead and do that. Scissors, sturdy scissors. Be careful when you're cutting, friends. You want to keep your other hand well out of the way. Now, for the sake of my design, I kind of like these flaps that are hanging out here because it's going to give me some stuff outside of the box that I can bring the environment out a little, but I don't like that I have empty space there. So I can use this piece of cardboard to put down tape and actually create a little bit of a curved apron like we have at the Gavilan Theater. So let me pull up a box that I've done a little bit of that work to already, and I can show that to you. Well, no,